There's an inactive mech that we can set to explode. I guess we need to do that to get past that obstacle. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
Sounds like it.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Seems like it.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
And more mechs.
Requesting assistance.
Enemy down!
Careful. I ought to be in my defenses after the crew turned violent. They keep attacking. I had no choice.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
Taking heavy fire!
Critical system damage. Impact. Excuse me.
Ha!
Seem to be more. Oh, there they are.
Rerouting power. Critical system damage.
Come on over!
That seems to have got them. Anything here? Spare parts?
Make activity.
Oh, and hell, no, not there. Ah,
Down you go!
Warning. System failing. Requesting assistance. Impact imminent. Collision proximity warning.
they're hard to hit when they're flying.
Down you go!
Allied force casualty.
Got him!
No shield.
Rerouting power.
Come on over!
Requesting assistance.
Yes!
Careful.
He goes!
Forces have engaged. System failing. Allied forces. Critical system damage. Status failure. Requesting assistance.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
That's what it sounds like.
This should come in handy.
Heavy pistol damage research. Anything more back here? Doesn't look like it. Just some ammo, which is good, because we kind of need some. Well, let's keep going. Yep, that's what I thought. More mechs.
Coming!
Systems engaged.
Shields have failed.
Rerouting power.
Target down!
Unit member offline. Allied systems have engaged.
There's more of them. Okay, that's pretty much impossible.
Gravity's what it is.
Excuse me. Warning. Attacking vehicle. Requesting assistance.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
I guess we might be facing more than mechs. Anyone here? Not as far as I can tell.
Charge him up!
There they are.
Watch for the drone!
Have a nice trip.
Wait, they have combat drones? Where the hell did they get those?
I'll crush them!
He's kind of hiding.
Stop or no rescue!
Mount that one!
That's not working.
You kill, but I will stop you!
Good, my drone flushed him out.
Drone, watch out!
Yeah, that's why I wasn't hiding there, Jacob. Uh-oh. That sounds like a heavy mech. It is a heavy mech. Fun!
Back off!
Got him!
We've been spotted.
Come on over!
See if I can get a better vantage point.
Enough with the toys. Need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify.
Yes, let's see if we can confront him. I think this was the last of it. Ezo. Was there more to stuff that I could salvage or something? Apparently not. Oh well, if I missed it, then I missed it. Let's go confront Ronald Taylor. See if he can justify what happened here. Or I could just shoot him from here. That's a bit cruel. Plus it doesn't actually work.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mechs scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? and they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
So we went from one dead father to one that has basically gone mad with power. Seems my crew doesn't have much luck with familial relations. Survivors from AR being treated by Alliance personnel with additional Cerberus support. Pleased to see Taylor unharmed psychologically by experience. Jacob Taylor has dealt with his father and is now focused solely on the mission. We've unlocked his power, Barrier. Creates a shield that soaks huge amounts of damage. It's just the same as the biotic barrier that Caden and Liara had in the previous game. And we got a loyalty outfit for him, of course. Heavy pistol damage research. 30,000 credits, 500 EZO. And that is all.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did. But I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Sounds like there's some history there that we're not aware of.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Or at least a more interesting one.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Okay. It's been a while since we've ended a mission in the communications room. Let's do research. Heavy pistol damage, 2 out of 5. And that unlocks AP heavy pistol. Squad bonus plus 50% heavy pistol damage against armor. Upgrades heavy pistols and hand cannons for your entire squad. Increasing the tungsten content of slugs and recalibrating the weapon's computer improves penetration of heavily armored targets. I'll take it. We haven't done Morden's mission yet, but we have done Jacob's, obviously.
Thanks for diverting to the Gurns back, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. And don't worry, it will not affect how I do my job. It's over.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Wonder if his opinion of the crew has changed.
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Yeah, unless all distractions are removed, loyalty to the mission will suffer. Run this team through hell, and all we're getting is burned. Anything else, Commander?
Yeah, so we gotta do a couple more loyalty missions before we can think about
We'll talk later.
the real mission.
Commander.
Otherwise, we're just gonna get burned. He doesn't seem to have an awful lot of dialogue. I guess he might have more dialogue for Femshep, because Jacob is one of the romance options for Femshep. And an extremely cringeworthy one, I have to say.
That stuff with Jacob's dad, it's bullshit, right? Because it looked like bullshit to me.
That's an accurate summary, I would say.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
I figured as much. Well, I guess we'll do a quick round. I wonder if Miranda has anything to say about what just happened. I don't remember if she does. Anything going on here? Didn't think so. I will keep checking regardless. Well, Kasumi seemed to like Jacob, so I'm sure she'll have something to say.
Hey, got a minute? Jacob deserves better than a father like that. I probably would have wanted to shoot him too. This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my hands. I might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on.
I've never seen you in the CIC, so either you never go there, or you've been doing that all along. Why do I bother even talking to her after that one sentence about the mission? She doesn't seem to have anything else new to say anymore.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
No, Miranda does not comment on what just happened with Jacob. Or maybe we can talk a little bit more with Jacob about that later. I'm fairly sure we have exhausted conversation with Jack as well, because I didn't initiate a romance. But there's still Tali to talk to.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little bushtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
That makes sense. A human virus, after all, would not be able to use Tali's DNA to replicate.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Sounds like a good bit of design.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
A planet without insects? Sounds like paradise.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't all have been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld and our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except... well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Wait, I can't tell under the helmet. Are you blushing?
What? No, it's the fever. It's just that the tradition also signifies a willingness for, intimacy. I wasn't trying to... It's not always like that. It's more... how did we even end up talking about this?
Wait a minute. It sounds like you're suggesting something, Tali.
What could I possibly be suggesting? I mean, a young woman gets rescued by a dashing commander who lets her join his crew and then goes off to save the galaxy? How could she possibly develop any kind of interest in him?
Now, you probably knew this moment would come. I am genuinely sorry for Liara, but I'm afraid I'm interested.
You have nothing to be embarrassed about, Tali. I feel the same way about you.
Really? I didn't kn- You never... Well, good. Anyway, I should get back to work. But thanks for coming by and talking.
Got renegade points for that, but I like the blushing conversation. That's why I use that. So yeah, we just initiated a romance with Tali. And like I said, I do feel sorry for Liara. And I mean, the game kind of makes it easy for you to cheat on your original love interest because, well, Liara kind of gets you the cold shoulder. And if you romance Ash, that's even worse, the way she reacts on Horizon. Whereas Tali basically just joins you regardless of who you were working for. And never showed any signs of mistrusting you. Same with Garrus, actually. Except, you know, Garrus is not a romance option for male Shepard. He is a romance option for femme Shep. That is kind of interesting, actually. But even back in Mass Effect 1, I already told you Tali was always one of my favorite characters. And when I first played Mass Effect 1, I knew there was romance in the game, but that's basically all I knew. I didn't know what the options were. So I figured, hey, I like this Tali girl, I'll probably pick her. That's what I thought after spending some time talking to her, with her. And then it turns out she wasn't an option. Yet, I still wanted to see the romance scenes, and I did also like Liara, so I picked her instead. Definitely liked Liara more than Ashley as far as that kind of thing is concerned. I mean, I don't dislike Ashley, but anyway. What I mean to say is that Liara was always kind of second choice. And I did actually consider not romancing anyone in Mass Effect 1 for the Let's Play, because I knew that I was going to romance Tali when I got to this point. But at the same time, just as I wanted to see the romance scenes when I first played Mass Effect 1, I also wanted to show them to you when I did the Let's Play, so that's why I decided to romance Liara regardless. So we'll have to see how she reacts once she finds out about this. And like I said, I am sorry for her. I was sorry for her on my first playthrough as well, and to kind of make it up for her, I did a FemShep Let's Play, a FemShep playthrough, not a Let's Play, where I remained loyal to Liara through all 3 games. So I have kind of atoned. I think the romance isn't actually locked in yet as far as the game is concerned, but we have definitely taken the first steps in expressing our interest. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey.
Talk to me, Jack.
Why? I'm not interested in some dumb shit love affair. Never goes right.
Why do you put so much distance between us?
Murtaugh, a guy. Used me like the rest. For sex, for biotics. It was fun, and he ruined everything. We tagged a weapons frigate with a Batarian escort and got separated. He had a choice. Leave with the guns, or come back for me. Idiot dumped the score and waded into the squints. I made the shuttle, but no way he was getting out.
And?
I fly for a day or so, and then the shuttle kicks out this recording. He set it to play if he hadn't checked in. He figured that would mean he was dead. Talked about the future we were supposed to have. How he had planned to set us up a home. How he loved me and he was sorry it wasn't going to happen.
You feel like his death was your fault?
No. He did it to himself. You feel, you get sloppy. It's that damn simple. He found out, and you'll find out.
If he had left you, you would have died.
So what? You ever see me flinch? Or run? Death is easy. Fucking on-off switch. But this... It just burrows in, like those husks you end up with nothing inside. I'm supposed to take that and say, thanks, dead guy.
I can't make all of that go away, Jack. Not in a few talks.
No kidding. Told you we wouldn't work. Guess you'll be spending more time upstairs.
Okay, I think this actually is a choice for me to switch from Tali to Jack. And it's kind of blunt in these options.
If you're not willing to try to be normal, I guess this was a waste of time.
I guess so. See you around. Let's go kill something sometime.
Yeah, that was kind of blunt. That's not entirely what I was after, but like I said, not really interested in a romance with Jack. I do like Jack, honestly. But as far as love interests go, Tali is the one for me in this game. As far as Let's Play goes. Anyway, I have also done a playthrough where I romance Miranda. I'll probably do a playthrough where I romance Jack eventually. But Tali was my first choice when I first played it, and will always be my first choice. And I doubt that this Let's Play will be the last time I ever romance her. What can I say? I like smart women.
This mission takes me back.
I'm sure it does.
Can't say I blame Taylor's pop. A man does what he has to do to survive. Ran up against a Batarian camp, not too different from that one. Job was to erase the whole thing from the map. Men, women, and the man in charge. Learned that day that despots are cowards. You show them you're in charge, not them, and they cry like little girls.
Okay, well, figures you would sympathize with Jacob's dad. You're just trying to make me like you less, aren't you?
Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull
Yeah.
that plate right off a Krogan's
Okay,
head.
I'm really not in the mood for that topic of
It's the best
conversation.
way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives them mad.
I'm in the elevator, you can stop talking now. Alright, let's move on with some more side quests.